In the coming year, states will be dealing with a number of new Environmental Protection Agency regulations that will have significant impacts on the energy industry. These impacts won't be necessarily distributed equally throughout the U.S., but will impact regions such as those that are more heavily reliant on coal more significantly. In 2012, state policymakers will be looking to assist their utilities in meeting these new EPA standards through recapturing costs that they've invested in efficiencies, and also potentially encouraging or enabling utilities to utilize fuel switching, which can help reduce their regulatory costs as well. So also in this webinar, we will be discussing new natural gas resources and the impact that will have on states' energy planning, as well as the issues that a number of states that are engaging in hydraulic fracturing are confronting when it comes to protecting their water resources.
In 2012, state legislatures will be primarily concerned with two areas in transportation. One is the federal surface transportation reauthorization, which is in limbo now in terms of a long-term bill. We are in the middle of an extension that expires in March, so states will be very interested in how that goes. Secondly, states will be looking at their own revenue sources for transportation to try and fill the gap between transportation needs and the money that's actually coming in. Right now, as of 2012, the federal reauthorization has been in a series of short-term extensions, and states really are looking to a long-term bill that hopefully will be passed in 2012. So members of legislatures will be talking to their members of Congress and trying to get a long-term bill so they can stabilize their transportation programs and plan for the future. In the webinar, we will be talking about state approaches to funding that have been in the works for many years, but will be also a focus in 2012. And there's essentially 5 areas. One is public-private partnerships, where the private sector is more involved in the process of constructing and completing a transportation project. Another is more borrowing. We've seen states increase their borrowing for transportation. That will be another source in 2012. States are also looking at tolling for either new roads or new lanes on existing roads. Fees is another area where states are going to probably look at raising fees for registration, licenses, so forth, perhaps sales tax. And finally is project management efficiencies, trying to streamline projects to get them delivered more quickly and at a lower cost.